Hey guys, my name's Kadie Ellner. I'm a sophomore at MacMurray. I did my presentation on my prejudice against alcoholics. The history started with passing the Prohibition Act of 1919. After the act was passed, illegal making and transporting of alcohol began. In the 1970s, drug use skyrocketed, and in 1995, the Zero Tolerance Act was passed. Speaking on the Zero Tolerance Act, these days whenever you are pulled over, possibly for drinking and driving, the consequences of a DUI are a minimum of 1 year loss of full driving privileges and a possible imprisonment of up to 1 year and a maximum fine of $2,500. The existing prejudices and stereotypes, society thinks that alcoholics are bad people, that they're poor, they're unemployed, and that they don't do anything with their lives. Stereotypes of alcoholics are that most of them are deviants and that they don't engage in society. My personal prejudices are I wouldn't want to associate myself with an alcoholic for the sake of being led down the same road. And as everyone is possibly a taxpayer in here, taxpayers' money supports individuals with the addiction. And my personal discriminations would be, I have made fun of someone who was drunk early in the afternoon, like why would you do that to yourself? That was kind of silly. And I refuse to give money to a homeless individual in fear that they would spend it on alcohol. I would say in the days that we grow up, culture is definitely a big thing with it. Music, like songs, obviously involve a lot of obscene things. And movies, like examples are Project X and 21 and Over, and reality TV such as Jersey Shore. My goals are to educate myself on alcoholism, and a few objectives would be to attend an NA class and take the substance abuse class here offered at MAC. Another goal of mine would be accepting alcoholics, volunteer for DARE. I'm not sure when you could do that or if you could, but it could possibly be a possibility. And read the book Everything I Never Wanted to Be. And my own personal goal is to stop drinking myself for leisure and for fun time. So a few objectives would be don't give in to peer pressure and attend DRE classes. I interviewed a 43-year-old white male. I asked him when and where he was born. He said May 4th of 1971 in Redbud, Illinois, which is where I was born. I asked him if he could describe the neighborhood that he grew up in, and he lived in the country. I asked him what his favorite subject to study was, and he said art. I was surprised because, I mean, he didn't seem like the type of person that would be liked art or would want to learn about art. I asked him who his best friend was and if he still kept in touch with him, and he said yes. And I was shocked because I'm like, really? You're 43 years old and you still have friends that stuck through you? I asked him what the most important thing was to him to his parents, and he told me that it was money. I didn't really have one because I was a little shocked. I asked him if he could have 3 wishes, what would they be? An unlimited supply of money and beer, and also to live forever. I asked him what his first job was, and he said on a farm, which I figured because he grew up in the country. I asked him what his best job was. He said traveling around the States to weld. I also asked him if he had any children, if he did, how many, what ages they were, and what ages. He said, I have 4 girls, 19, 20, 16, and 12. Kind of felt bad for him. I was like, how do you describe yourself as a parent? He said, I'm carefree and I'm laid back, but strict whenever I need to be. I asked him who his first love was, and he said the mother of my first child. My response was, love is real. Are you serious? I also asked him if he'd ever been married, to whom and for how long. He said he had, and to someone for 16 years. I also asked him what accomplishment he was most proud of, and he said his kids. I asked him what he liked to do in his spare time, and he said drink beer. And that concludes my presentation.